Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Minty, and this is episode 81 of the Battleship Brawl Season 5 tournament. In this episode, we've got the Jaeger Harlequin by Borderwise going up against the ICBCRAMC, the Intercontinental Ballistic Cram Cannon by Wellner, if I remember what those abbreviations stand for. So, alright, let's go ahead and we'll get this battle underway. APS gun from the CRAM, the ICB. Coming in and landing some hits, but not doing a whole lot to the Jaeger. Let's see how the Jaeger's APS gun doing about the same. Basically, not a whole lot. Well, those ram cannons, if they hit, will do some damage, though. Oh, yeah, look at that nice hole alone on the side of the ICB there. Oh, those are going to land as well. That front cannon might go down. Nope, managed to survive. Go check on the Jaeger. Oh, that looks like those mortars actually missed. They went a bit too far. Granted, those APS guns could possibly start doing something if the main guns of the ICB open up the Jaeger's hull. So far, neither ship really taking much in the way of damage. Both right about 90. Well, the ICB just went down to 96, but right around the same amount of HP. Oh, that was a nice shot. That went down right perfectly to knock out that cannon. Not that the APS gun was really doing a whole lot, let's be honest, but losing all those blocks is a lot of HP gone. And those mortars are just going to keep on falling. There's just, I'm under the water. There's just always cram cannons falling from the sky. Or, well, cram shells. Not cram cannons. No, I mean, let's be honest, if an entire cram cannon was falling towards your ship, that'd probably be pretty terrifying too. Let's go check on the ICB, which is up at 97.7%. Its HP hasn't really gone down much since I talked about it last time. Jaeger Harlequin is having some issues with hitting its opponent again. And the ICB is doing a pretty good job at repairing. It is getting low on materials though. That will not continue. But like, look, this cram shell here is not even close. Whoops. These mortars are actually having kind of bad accuracy. They keep hitting like beside the Jaeger instead of going like into it. Probably just because it's such a small, thin ship that the inaccuracies of the ram cannons are just taking their toll on being able to land the hits. Plus, the Jaeger is moving around a lot, and you can only adjust so much. despite them being, APHE shells, it doesn't seem like the ICB's cram cannons are really penetrating all that far before detonating. I've seen a couple of them land like directly on the top of the turrets and then just kind of instantly detonate. But then this one here, up here on the bow, penetrated down in and blew a hole in the side. That APS cannon is plugging right away, though. Like I said, if the armor of the Jaeger gets opened up, and that APS gun can start firing shots inside, it could potentially do some work to some of the squishier bits. But, you know, belt armor is just going to kind of ignore those shells for the most part. A couple more direct hits to these turrets and they just don't really care. Unless, was this one disabled by that shot or was it already disabled? I didn't notice. Oh, it looks like it may have actually been disabled by that shot, so you know. Once again, the game makes me into a liar. The Jaeger is having flotation issues though. Buoyancy not doing so well with all these holes getting opened up in it. Go check on the ICB here. Yeah, it's gotten a little beat up. Mostly in like just superstructure. Oh, Jaeger, yeah. And you come over here, and the Jaeger just, does not look like she's doing well. Look at the ICB, and it's like, yeah, a little beat up, but not too bad. Then you come back over here, and it's like, oh my. She is not going to be able to go down much further without, getting an 80% sinking. Yeah, her entire deck is under the water. How is that not an 80% sinking? Man, I think the entire ship is flooded at this point. Watch, it's something silly like the buoyancy from like the alloy blocks making up the superstructure is somehow keeping the ship up. Oh, no, there it is. There's the 80% sinking. And away it goes. Ooh, Ooh, that turret just crumbled from that hit. Oh, the ICB is getting DQ time. It's too far away and sailing away from its opponent. Uh-oh. There is enough time for that timer to cause the ICB to despawn. It needs to turn and engage. And look at that, it's sailing pretty much directly away. And it's obviously going to outrun its opponent that's, you know, barely above the water. Oh, and that's an 80% sink. Oh my gosh, are we going to end up having a draw? Oh, no, the Jaeger canceled its 80% in sinking. And there goes the ICB. We'll see how these last couple of shells play out. No hits. Looks like the Jaeger is sailing okay. It's, yeah, it is not 80% in sinking. So the Jaeger pulls out a win in that one with 61.1% HP remaining because its opponent ran away. And that, like, the round was almost out of time too. The ICB kind of just friggin' threw that one. Like, it had that win. Well, it wasn't really a win exactly, but you know what I mean. Here we go, round 2 underway. I don't know if the AI goofed in round 1, or maybe the ICB had its rudders destroyed, or I don't know. But it clearly decided that staying close to the enemy was not a priority. Or, well, it didn't treat it like it was a priority. Who knows, the AI may have been screaming, turn, 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 but there were no rudders, so. Just a storm of cram shells coming down. Ooh. Oh, and that APS gun gets blown off again, just immediately. Jaeger may have lost a barrel of this main gun as well. It's hard to tell for sure. Let's go check on the ICB. Big ol' hole in the superstructure blown open there. That's kind of dangerous. All that's protecting those barrels is some, what's it call it? Oh, why can't I think of the name of that block? I hate it when my brain does this. It's like, I know the name of that block, but I can't think of it. These cram shells get pretty close to making it to space if they don't actually do it. And then down they come again. This turret is having a bit of a conniption. It's firing at a target that doesn't actually exist, but given that the gun is actually disabled and not really, it's not firing a shell that would be effective that way, so it's no real big loss. Unless it's that. Oh, it actually is. Never mind. Bugs, what can you do? Wow, that shell did basically nothing to the Jaeger. It destroyed a slope block. And that's pretty much it. Oh, the ICB is doing even better this round, HP-wise. It's at 99.1. It still has 11,500 materials left. Jaeger Harlequin did land a hit there, but it was to the bow and didn't do a whole lot. That'll get fixed pretty quickly and easily. Both of these ships are fairly tough and slightly lacking in firepower. That's the way it feels to me. Neither of them are really taking all that much damage. Like, honestly, the biggest weakness is the Jaeger Harlequin's tendency to sink. Defensively, anyway. Oh, that forward APS gun just got obliterated. And now the ICB is going to waste a whole bunch of materials trying, probably failing to repair it. Because it's pretty much at full health otherwise. Jaeger Harlequin's guns are still kind of tweaking out over here. I think it's just been straight up disabled at this point. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to say because there isn't a whole lot going on. Neither of these ships is really taking an extreme amount of damage. They're just kind of blinking at each other. Oh, and this gun just got disabled. Leaves these rear turrets here as the Jaeger's only weapons. Yeah, I think the ICB may have had its rudders destroyed because it's seeming to want to stay pretty close to its opponent right now. And it's doing a pretty good job of maintaining those distances. So it must have had its steering disabled, and that's why it sailed away and got blown up in the previous round. Jaeger Harlequin down to 68.6%. Those shells are heading. Looks like they were heading for the turrets, but not quite. Oh, that's not good. This time, instead of nosing up, it's actually nosing down. That could very well drive the Jaeger Harlequin to sink. It loses too much buoyancy. Its own propulsion system might drive it under the water. Oh, the Jaeger Harlequin is the one running away from the fight now. Too far and gaining DQ time, and it's just sailing away. It doesn't even look like it's trying to turn, really. It may have lost its rudders. And there we go. That is the end of round 2 in another DQ detonation. Alright, so that is a 90.2 for the ICB in round 2. Alright, so here we go. Gonna get round 3 underway. We'll see how this one goes. Hopefully we get a little bit more action. Having the first 2 rounds end in distance DQ is not the most exciting. We'll see if this APS gun can actually last more than like a minute. First mortar strike doesn't look like it's going to hit anywhere near the APS gun. This turret did take a hit. Ah. Mimicked APS gun here just got blown up. Oh, looks like it might have actually survived. ICB at 90, basically 99%. Well, now it went down a little bit. 98.5. Jaeger at 92.2. guess so, since I don't really have a whole lot else to say at the moment, I guess I should go ahead and do this. Today is my fiance and I's anniversary of when we got together. And unfortunately, my fiance has to work today. So we're going to be celebrating it tomorrow, which means I'm likely not going to be doing a video. Oh, and there goes the atheist. Oh, Jaeger is once again sailing out of the battle, I just realized. And there goes the Jaeger to see what these cram shells do. Oh, they're not even close. But they were in the air long enough for the ICB to repair to 100%. So the ICB gets a perfect score for this round. Jaeger gets 161.1. Thanks for watching, folks, and like I said before, no video tomorrow because, you know, anniversary thing. And thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you on the battlefield.